let me take you back to the world of 2018 and 19. And those days, people used to open bank accounts at branches. And we take with us small photographs and our pen and sign various documents, fill large forms. And in that world, there were a few pioneers. They were actually banks like Kotak 811. There were payment players, and they were trying to do something digitally, open bank account digitally, open payment accounts digitally. But guess what? RBI wouldn't have any of it. RBI, in fact, allowed them to open accounts with something called eKYC. But when you opened an account with Aadhaar eKYC, you would find that these accounts were limited. You could only use them for a year, and you could only keep 1 lakh in these accounts. So there was a problem that these accounts would not be used after a year. And there was a problem that some of these payment companies, they couldn't even do eKYC after the Aadhaar Act was struck down. And in that situation, we happened to be in a very, very important position. We were part of the Payment Council of India. We were hearing all these banks and payment companies air their grievances, and we were wondering what we could do to solve this problem. So, we understood that the RBI expected the decisions to be made by a human being and not by AI/ML. And so we kept thinking about what are some of the ways we could introduce the human being into the process. So we suggested video KYC as one of the ideas. And in video KYC, you would have a video with 2 people. One of them was supposed to be an officer of the bank. And this person on the video call would do exactly what a branch manager or a branch officer would do, except it would not be done digitally. We also explained that in such a video situation, we would be able to record the entire thing. And so whenever RBI wanted to see what exactly happened to open the bank account, they could look at the video that was recorded. And this would be interesting way to solve that problem. So when we proposed this as an idea, we met with a lot of warm feelings from RBI. They really wanted to test it out. And so we did a POC with Kotak 811. We tried a few things with them, we co-created it. And we even worked with the Payments Council of India and with various banks to suggest, how is it that such a process could be documented so that it could be universally adopted. So we started to talk about it in terms of standards or in terms of process and in terms of how, it could be written in law. And this led to an interesting partnership with the bank, with the payment companies, and also with RBI, which led to the regulations now called the VSIP regulations, the video, customer identification process documentation. We, in fact, as IDfy, were at the forefront of this regulation. We were drafting some of the important aspects of this VSIP regulation. Along with RBI, we actually suggested many of those things that went into the final act. That, in a nutshell, is the solution. When I look back at it, I feel extremely proud about how such a simple thing could transform the whole country. You think about how many accounts today are open using video, how many people in remote areas can get bank accounts now that they couldn't earlier, and how this has the power to transform the whole country. This adoption of technology to do something as simple as that, and something that makes the entire process also fairly secure. And then there is this interesting challenge of how it got finally executed. I look back at, we had these initial thoughts about video-based account opening journeys. When we finally got a customer, it wasn't an overnight success. We had a lot of hiccups. We, in fact, had trouble for close to 6 months, maybe even longer, to get to the point where a customer was finally happy with us. So, there were many sleepless nights. There are a lot of people in this company that I'm extremely I must say, they put in a lot of sleepless nights to solve this problem. And so I'm very proud of the product team, the tech team that came up with a solution that is so scalable, that there are so many calls that are happening on a daily basis that agents around the country are able to use. So it truly demonstrates the spirit of IDfy in terms of a pioneering company. Let me explain why I think it's pioneering. One, because the idea is so different from what existed. It is a complete departure from history. Two, it is amazing how we took it to fruition, that we work with the industry, we articulated the problem the right way. We drafted the solution with our BI, and we saw it adopted across the industry. And three, we became the main provider, the market leader in this space. We were able to take the largest private sector bank with us, get it adopted across many other industries. Today, we have such an amazing product out there that we are well known for. It established us as a brand. To this date, we are known as one of the best video KYC providers in the country. So I'm really quite proud about it. And definitely that demonstrates that we're a pioneering company.